It's time for another episode of this Aston Villa career mode. And we're going to kick off today's episode by taking on Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. Currently 3 points behind them, so this gives us a big opportunity to catch up in the race for top 4. We're also going to continue our run in the Champions League, which sees us just one game away from being qualified. And we're not that far away from the January transfer window now, so who knows, maybe there'll be some new signing. With us already bringing a whole host of players into the squad this season, though, I'm not too sure that we really need to go out and do any business in January. But let's get into this one, boys, and hopefully we can kick off the episode by taking on Tottenham. 3 points needed, but we're also going to have a hard task in this one of bringing Konza back on side. That's right, he's unhappy at the club. He wants to leave, and I don't want him to leave. They've offered me Mason Greenwood. I'm never going to have enjoyed hit and reject more than this. But there are going to be better bids for Konza as time goes on. Man City will come back in for him, I've got no doubt. Some of the other big teams will come in for him with him being unhappy and wanting to leave the club. That's going to be two of our old faithfuls that got to leave the club. Douglas Luiz and now Konza. Now Tottenham's side is tired. They brought in Auburn, slow. Frittasi, though, very good. Richarlison starts up top, doing well in real life. Did well in our series, and that means we have to hope that this 11 right here can get the job done. It's strong, but rotation, we're being hammered with rotation this year. There really is no rest for the wicked when you're in 4 competitions in England. So the squad are trying to stay together as good as possible. But we're lucky. We got Jack Grealish back for this one. He hasn't had a goal-scoring return that I would want, but maybe this is the episode that happened. And I don't know rightly, but normally when we come up against an old team that we've managed, I don't think it normally goes too well. But that ball over, just to test Romero, just to see how he does. Now, it did finish on a North London club in the last episode. If you didn't see it, that 2-2 against Arsenal was insane. And we conceded a couple of goals early, which is what I'm going to try and avoid here as John Stones nicks the ball back off of Frittasi. Romero's messed up. Jack Grealish will pick this one up. Romero messed up big time. What can he do? I'm going to have to pull it back. Ball roll. Slide it in. Oh, I tried to get it into Watkins. That was a missed opportunity. Kulusevski now making a bit of a darting run. I don't like it. John Stones has been brilliant. There is the exact reason to sign someone with the quality of John Stones, and that's so he does things like that. Young Son should be getting on a bit now. Should be 33 in the save, and he's going to cause me all kinds of problems. Let's remember, there's O'Connor in net for this one. Martinez out for several months, and O'Connor having to play. And I actually think with O'Connor, we're going to keep giving him these opportunities because, I mean, he deserves it. We could go and sign a keeper on a free transfer, but I think O'Connor's going to keep getting them. I really enjoy using Grealish. Into Watkins. Watkins into Emi Buendia for a goal. Oh, great save, Vicario. I know how good Vicario is. He's very good at football, keeping the ball out the back of the net. But will he do it there? He will. Emerson Royale off the line. Kulusevski just charging forward after a massive chance for us. This would be just distraught for me. John Stone's doing well again. Richarlison. Oh, why? Every time that we create loads, we still go on and concede. I feel sorry for O'Connor, but what a goal for Richarlison. It's a tidy finish. What can we do? I thought John Stones had it there, though, and then we were out of position. We've come back. Did it against Arsenal. We're showing already that we can create chances. Now, ideally, we need to score 2 goals in this second half and make it 2-1. We can't leave on a 1-0 or a 1-1, really. I don't want a point. We need to start catching these sides, start chasing them. Although many sides at the top haven't dropped points yet, there will come a time, I'm sure. But if we can beat them, that makes life so much easier. Davis back into Maddison. What a save from O'Connor. Trying to make subs here to frantically figure out if we can make something happen. I'm going to bring Duran on and swap them two around. That seems to have worked a lot in the past. But again, we have a lot of tired legs. There's not much I could do. And then tries to slide it into Duran. Oh my God, that is such good defending. Watkins, though, keeps it going. Can I slide it in again? In cat the Duran. And we're lacking. Final third, we're lacking. Well, the clock is really ticking down here. And I made the wrong pass. He's surely off. He isn't. Watkins back into Leon Bailey. This is massive. Vicario saves it. What a man. And the full-time whistle blows straight after that moment. Bailey. Oh, my God. That should have been 1-1. I know I said I didn't want a point, but I'd have taken a point at that stage. We're going to lose to Tottenham, and that's going to push us down to 9th and just now give Tottenham a 6-point gap on us as well, which makes life so much more difficult in this race for top 4. Arsenal next coming in for a transfer of Konza, and I don't want to let him go, so I'm going to hold off for now. If we have to in January, if I can't re-sign him in January, we'll have to let him go. Big news as well, though. Yuri Tielemans is going to be back and ready for selection. We also managed to bounce back in the Premier League by beating Crystal Palace 2-0. Diaby and Palvidis with the goals. It's great to see Palvidis bagging some goals. But now it's time to focus on probably the biggest game of our season so far. Atalanta, we win this one. To be honest, if we draw this one, we're actually through. So I shouldn't say we have to win this one. But if we do win it, we will go through emphatically. Do we care about finishing top of the group? No, because it's PSG. And we knew that that was always going to be difficult. Oh, that's a good ball in. Look, man. Oh, Tadibo, beautiful. Oh, his ball away, though. His ball away, though. Radel Baku this time doing something special. And if there's one thing I know about Atalanta, they commit a lot of bodies forward. Leon Bailey trying to dink that one in behind to Mini. He's going to get it. Shield it. Minamino trying to whip it across. We'll still get the ball across, though. Watkins. Oh, Cooper minus is tall, right? We end up back with Bailey, though. It's going to come out to John McGinn. And that's going to be a great save. Konza, the one-away man. And now I spot a rogue Ollie Watkins on the back post. That's a terrible header. Get it on target, Ollie. Radel Baku has blocked a second ball for the third time in this game. And he looks dangerous. Oh, that's lovely. Bailey into Minamino. Great footwork, I thought. Leon Bailey going to end up back on the ball. Ball roll. Back into Watkins. Watkins there gets it out to John McGinn again. And it's a great save from Kasanecki again. Oh, this is lovely play. What a save from O'Connor. McGinn steals that early in this half. Watkins. Out to Matop. Is that ball through? Minamino is going to have to be chipped. Minamino. Oh, he's just over the bar. Someone needs a bit of help. He's got Yuri Tielemans. Tielemans then into Ollie Watkins. Wants to slide it in to Mini. It wasn't good. We get it across to Leon Bailey. Hard angle. Oh, that's just over the bar. And these chances keep coming, but we're not finishing them. I mean, if it stays like this, we're still through. But I'd love a win. Rike on that ball inside to Ollie Watkins. Is that space for Ramsey? Oh, he's just come on the pitch and he's put it wide. He's really going to rue this moment. That's the chance right there. We're such a young side with some really good players, some really good young players, but those kind of key moments have to hit the back of the net. Oh, Tadibo's been beaten, which is really bad news for us. This is good. Skamaka. Oh my God. We are going to have to go to the final game. When you think about all the chances, this is kind of us though, right? Wasteful Aston Villa in this moment. Skamaka gives Atalanta a brief bit of hope. That's all on us. We had the chances. We had the moments. We didn't score. Back-to-back games without a goal. We should have scored against Tottenham. We definitely should have scored here against Atalanta. That game should have been done and dusted. And there's an invisible man holding the ball. But nonetheless, that's frustrating. We have to play the final game now in the Champions League. Before we can go on to the final game of the Champions League, we had this game against Everton where we bounced back with a really good result. 3-2 the win. Grealish, Ramsey, and Mount with the goal. And it's just dawned on me, I completely forgot it's PSG in the final game. So we legit have to beat PSG or we will be out of the Champions League. I cannot believe we put ourselves in this position with that Atalanta result. God, when you think about all the chances we had and created, the fact that we now go into a game against PSG needing a win, it could be another season where we're out of Europe just like that. I forgot that it's PSG and not Sparta Prague. One absolute idiot. And the fact that we didn't finish those chances against Atalanta is making me nervous. So I guess it all comes down to this then at Villa Park in the snow. Will there be a magical night for Aston Villa as we take on PSG? They have an unbelievable side, adding to it by signing Kevin De Bruyne. This is our 11. Will these lads be heroes on the pitch? And I'm just praying that the snowy conditions won't affect us, but we can do a job because I think Atalanta win. So it's nothing less than a win. If we'd have just taken a point in that last game, we would be through. Conceding that last-minute goal is so Aston Villa of us in this series. Leads to all this drama. The first time round that we played them, they were pretty dangerous. They're going to be exactly the same again as Tadibo runs into Baku. That is not an ideal start. That man Ousmane Dembele last time was a nightmare. He looks like he's going to be the same again. The RB steals it. I've got a man on. Go on, Minamino. Is he quick enough? He's not. But I know I can cut inside with him. And then he slides it in. Ollie Watkins, big moment. Ollie Watkins is going to make it 1-0 Aston Villa. As I imagine Villa Park erupts. But it's still so early in the game. Let's not get too excited. Oh, that's such a good ball in behind to Mbappe. John Stones against Mbappe, though. You know it's John Stones' day all day. Ousmane Dembele. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. He is surely eventually. 2-1. Just like that. Did not take long. Ousmane Dembele is extremely good on this game. God, they really tear you apart when they come forward. I'm not even lying. Like, they proper tear you apart. Enrique, Mbappe. Oh, my God. I can't get the ball off. Oh, no. We're going to be knocked out of the champ. I mean, it will drop us into Europa League, but I feel this so hard right now playing against PSG. First season in the Champions League. You know, momentous, but This is so unlucky for O'Connor. Dembele, Stones can't get to him. They are disgustingly good. Like PSG, when you're managing Aston Villa, are just disgustingly good. And after that really nice moment of scoring early on, it's dwindled quickly. Oh, wow, Ugrate's been sent off, though. Is this a lifeline for us? We need 3 goals, but is it a lifeline? I'm not sure that was a red, but I'll take it. Problem with red cards is sometimes they don't actually help you. Matoma tries to play it down the line to Mini. He does a good job. Mini whips it in. We're not going to win the header. Oh, Diaby couldn't win it either. Can I win this one? I can't. They've just won 3 headers in a row. They've made me look stupid. It's half time. They're a man less. Is there a chance to come back? Oh, no. Kai Enrique's giving it away to Mbappe. Todibo was there. Is he there? No, it's going to be in. Dembele. Todibo. Get it clear. Matoma up to Watkins. Watkins then, though. He's found Minamino. This is a big moment. Minamino finds the back of the net. There's time left, and I don't know what's happening in the Atalanta game. De Jong, another goal for them would definitely kill this off. Welling Kamara, the sub there. What a tackle. I feel like everyone they have on the pitch, minus KDB, just has pace, and Mbappe will round this one off. They've just got too much quality. Genuinely, you hit a stage where you're playing against certain sides on this difficulty. They're just too good. They've got way too much quality in the side. And we should have never left it to this point. It's our own fault that we will be playing Europa League football. There's no doubt in that. It is our own fault. Final whistle blows. PSG 4, Aston Villa 2. We don't know the result of the other game. That is something to bear in mind. But I'm pretty positive we will be playing Europa League football. I just need to look at this team real quick because, I mean, look at it. 84, 84, 94, 87, 90, 89, 81, 85. Like, there is a reason. They have one of the best teams in the game. There's a reason why we couldn't get anything done. So, one day, this Aston Villa team and Atalanta did win. That last-minute goal, the drama... The last-minute goal for Atalanta means that they go through, and we sadly drop out. As you can see, that Atalanta will play Man City, which I'm quite happy that we don't have to play them. And we'll end up dropping into this Europa League. Hey, the Europa League is no slouch. This could be a trophy for us. I think we're good enough to go on and win it. We managed to get back to winning ways, though, in the Premier League up against Bournemouth. Minamino with a goal. Next up, then, is going to be this Man City game. I'm going to leave this to the chances of the gods because I don't believe we will win it, and we don't. We get battered 4-0 by Man City. They have an unbelievable squad. They've even added Hakimi to it. We are now one day away from the January transfer window opening, in which I don't know if we need to do deals. Are we going to keep Konza? I don't know, but we need to bounce back in the Premier League. We knew we were going to lose to Man City, but the fight for top 4 is still on as we take on West Ham. Diaby turned his man, and he's going to cause teams problems. That is all I care about. Lamptey, he's going to cause them problems too. Knocks it in. Minamino. It's going to be 1-0 Aston Villa in the opening moments of this game against West Ham. Oh, they've made a mistake. Palvidis will just nick that away. And then surely Palvidis hasn't had too many chances this season. But as West Ham start to crumble here in this game, he's going to make it 2-0. Minamino and Palvidis with the goals. We've not used that connection often to link up, but this is what he was signed for. Nicks the ball off the heels of, I think he was Ogbonna, and slots it home nicely with power. Let's whip one in from this corner. It's been a while since I scored one, and I wouldn't mind a goal. Juve off the line. Well saved. Oh, Diaby cuts them inside out. That's a good ball across towards Grealish. It's going to be held on. I think that was a pass back. Oh, Paqueta, dangerous position for him. Could he be someone we go for as a midfielder? Good ball across. It's Alvarez's shot. Saved by O'Connor. I feel like we've created quite a lot of chances, to be fair, in this game, as John Stones can't score the header from the corner. I feel like I can't score a corner in ages. Another good result then for Aston Villa. 2-0 the victory. I'm very happy with this one. Let's see where that puts us in the table going into January. And that does see us sat in 4th place. We've hit the top 4, lads. Yes, there is games in hand for Tottenham, Newcastle, which is probably going to change that. Well, only with Tottenham. Newcastle dropped off like we thought. Everton dropped off like we thought. We are now in 4th place in exactly the halfway spot. But look at how much Man City are running away with this league title. I'm telling you, they've built such a ridiculous squad. Winning the league in this save is going to be hard. Now, has the Europa League game been drawn? It has, and we're going to be traveling to Scotland. It's going to be Hearts, and I tell you what, I'm really happy it's Hearts, because look at this month of football. We play Man United, Tottenham, Arsenal, and Liverpool all in the same month while sandwiching Hearts. But I mean, we should get it done after one leg. I like to think so anyway. Now, obviously, it is January. I've added some new players to our list, but as things happen right now, I don't feel like anything has presented itself to me as a must-do deal. Left back is a problem, and I like Gutierrez and Balde because I don't think Moreno's the guy. He's 31 now, but I don't know if Balde's realistic, but these are options at left back I really like. And then I've just kind of bolstered the list. I've just added players here and there where I can, when I've seen them, when I've seen your guys' suggestions. There's a ton of good players here, but now we're not in the Champions League for this season. I think that might lower the caliber of player we could probably bring in. There is one thing I do want to do in this window in terms of outs. I want to see if we can keep hold of Konza and if he will renegotiate a deal, which it looks like now I can remove him and we can renegotiate a deal with Konza and we'll keep him around. But I have made the decision. The decision's been made for a long time that Emi just doesn't do it for me. We have Ramsey, who is growing. He's a youngster. I really like him. And Minamino, 6 goals, 1 assist. He produces in that position. I've not really got on with Emi Buendia. We're going to add him to the transfer list. Whether we bring in another CF, I'm not sure. I also think we should probably loan out Duran, but I also feel like we're going to need him in the second half of the season. Ollie Watkins with 6 goals, Palvidis with 6 goals, and Minamino with 6 goals. Like, we're seeing the spread of goals having to be a lot more. Does that kind of shows that we don't have a star striker? I don't know. We do like to get the wingers involved. Diaby came back into the team. He's got 5 goals. He's looking good. Bailey with 2. Matoma with 2. Jack Grealish with 5 and 7. So he's really showing what he can do in terms of assists. So for right now, I'm happy with the spread of goals in the team. And I'm kind of happy with the team. But we'll see how the window plays out. Wow, we got bidding for Matoma pretty quick, man. I can see why Man City would want him. And they're offering a Kanji, who, let's be honest, at this stage would be real good for our backline if we were losing Konza, but we're not. So, and I don't want to lose Matoma. He's been really good. Oh, wow. Inter Milan, Moussa Diaby, 115 million. It's not going to happen, but this is the kind of bid we're going to start seeing for Diaby. And with us being knocked out of the Champions League, can you argue that Diaby is too good for us? Yes, you can. So, do leave feedback if you think maybe this year, probably next year in the summer, Diaby's time most likely has come because he's a superstar. And he's going to be 88, 89 rated. He should belong at like a PSG, a Man City. Probably not an Inter Milan. But before we end the episode, I want to try and put some daylight between us and Newcastle. This is their starting 11. It's pretty decent. They've signed Taremi up top. And then this is going to be our 11. We're in the snow again. The reason why you're seeing all our players unhappy at the minute is because of the team performance. Obviously, we're expected to do better in the Champions League. The board don't quite hate me yet, though. So, we still have a job. And as long as we start doing well in the Europa League and the league, they'll be fine. They'll be happy. I guess chucking a bit of money at a few of them as well wouldn't hurt. But here we go. Newcastle, big game because they're only 5 points behind us. They're another team fighting for top 4. These are the kind of games you have to win. Mount into Bailey. Swaps it to Yuri Tielemans. Trying to whip that one over. We're going to get that back with Jack Grealish. And then I'm going to pump it back out to Tielemans again to go top bins. Oh my God, it rattles off the woodwork. Enrique. He's put a ball through. He has. He actually found Ollie Watkins, who nicks that one over to Grealish. Grealish then back in to Ramsey. Didn't get the curl on it he would have wanted. I don't know why he's the captain for today either. That's a major mistake, but this maybe should have been 1-0. If anyone remembers correctly, my track record against Newcastle with this Aston Villa side is horrendous. They always try and push that one out. Bruno Guimaraes. Kai Enrique got onto that. The block didn't really work for me. Oh my God, what goal. Harvey Barnes. What a finish. He just tidily puts this in the bottom corner, and the curse of Newcastle against me just seems to strike again. Well, Almiron got space. Almiron got space. Oh my God, O'Connor saves it. And Baku can clear it. Oh, no, they're going to score. We made subs to try and make an impact. And what a goal from Almiron. I tell you what, against Newcastle, I just don't have it. I just can't do it. There's always a bogey side. They are my bogey side in this Villa side. Oh, Isaac's now going to get a free run and a shot. And I mean, what happened? We just fell apart. John Stones just gave up. He went, do you know what? I've had enough. We've probably lost this one. I give in. And at this point, I give in my hopes that we will ever beat Newcastle, they beat us 4-0. What a disappointing result. And we had chances. Luckily for us, though, we're still going to stay top 4. It does give Newcastle a little bit of ground up against us now. They're a step closer, which is not what you want. And Tottenham are only 1 point behind us. So we do sit 4th at the end of this episode. 20 games played into the January transfer window. Will we do business next time around? I'm not so sure. 11 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. We can eliminate some of those losses. We will comfortably be in the top 4 next season. But that's going to be it for me. Appreciate you all, lads. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new, smash subscribe. Hit the like button, boys, and I will see you for the next episode.